News.
Another edition of the Jungle News. I'm Rachel Ritter.
And I'm Brandon Adams. The boys and girls basketball teams have reached their midway point through the season. The girls team is sitting at 10-2 with a 6-2 record in the OHC. The boys are 7-7 overall with a 5-2 record in the OHC. The girls are looking to improve on their 12-10 record from last year, led by junior Jamie Peterson scoring and rebounding. The boys are looking to improve on a 10-11 record from last year, led by an experienced group of seniors.
The wrestling and bowling teams have begun their seasons here at WLS. The bowling team is 9-1 with their only loss coming to Mechanicsburg. The team consists of 8 bowlers and is coached by Larry Searles. The wrestling team has had 4 matches this year. The team has 7 wrestlers led by juniors Josh Cordell and Trevor Anderson. The team is coached by Dave Clem. This year, West Liberty Salem is glad to introduce one of Mexico's finest, Pepe, a foreign exchange student. Here's Maddie Yance with the story.
Did you know that here at West Liberty Salem we have an exchange student? Pepe Banderas is from somewhere in Mexico. He joined us at the very beginning of the 2014-2015 school year. Mr. Linksweiler hasn't seen a lot of Pepe, but he reflects on what he's heard and the common ground they have on being bilingual.
Like me, I'm trying to learn, bilingual, and, I've tried. He's, I'm sure if I find him, I can actually introduce some of my Spanish, ¿Dónde está casa de Pepsi?
We here at the Jungle News got a special inside interview with Pepsi. Pepe did not want his face seen due to personal reasons. Is that correct?
See, my name is Pepe, not Pepe.
Sorry, I wasn't aware of that.
See?
Before we start asking questions, is there anything you'd like to say to everybody?
Hola.
Wonderful. So, you like it here at West Liberty?
See.
Would you like to share or expand on why you like it?
No.
Okay, so, Pepsi. Sorry, Pepe. How'd you come to be an exchange student?
Pardon?
How did you get here, interview over? Nick Yoder and Carla Daniels are fellow classmates of Pepe and have noticed that he isn't too talkative.
Yeah, I know who Pepe is. He's the guy that wears his mask, got that weird accent, the mustache. That guy, do you know who I'm talking about? The mask guy wears a superhero mask, Hello Kitty mask, walks around weird.
Pepsi! I know
No, Pepe. But it was close enough. You were close. I'll give it to you.
Unfortunately, Pepsi is no longer with us. He was deported recently due to some green card issues. Tune in next time as we cover the lawsuit between 2 doctors, Pepper and Thunder. Who will win? This has been Maddie Gantz reporting for this edition of the Jungle News, saying adios, Pepe.
Seriously, we're going to get in trouble.
Are you dumb? Not smart enough to pass your test? Well, then we have the thing for you.
You got an F, and that stands for fail. Failure's not an option in this class.
Two masked gunmen invaded Charlie Hebdo publishing house on January 7th. 12 people were killed, including an editor, 3 cartoonists, and a police officer. Charlie Hebdo makes satirical cartoons, including one that drew the Muslim prophet Muhammad, which is why the gunman targeted it. The gunman escaped and a manhunt was issued. 2 of the men involved in the massacre were killed in a police raid on January 9th.
Our neighboring town, Urbana, changed its name to Urban on January 12th for the national championship game. Bill Bean, Urbana's mayor, issued a certificate that recognized the name change. The town changed their name to Urban to show support for Urban Meyer and his Buckeyes. The team won the national championship game 42-20. Next year, Mr. Freeze will no longer be carrying on his career in coaching. He's decided to call it quits after 41 years. Here is Trent Thomas with the story.
After 41 years of coaching student-athletes, Mr. Freeze is retiring. He finished his career this football season, where he coached running backs, defensive backs, and special teams to a record-tying season at 11-2 and another regional final appearance.
Well, I don't think there was football here before Coach Freeze. I think he predated like Woody Hayes and all those guys too. I think back with the leather helmets and that kind of stuff was when he came in. So I don't know.
Mr. Freeze has coached many sports. Those include girls and boys high school basketball, junior high and high school football, junior high and high school track, and baseball. Of those sports, basketball was his favorite, and he coached it for 20 years.
You know, I would say each sport has its special memory, but I would say just the blessing that it's been to be able to coach young men and women, and also being around the quality coaches that I've been around.
The first 11 of Mr. Freeze's 41 coaching years were in Cleveland, where he coached freshman basketball and was an assistant football coach. Of course, his last 30 years of coaching were here at West Liberty Salem. Mr. Freeze not only coached sports, but also participates in softball, golf, and basketball to this day.
Well, Coach Freeze, he's a good man. He always worked hard. He wanted to get the best out of you.
There are many candidates being looked at to replace Coach Freeze as a football coach. This has been Trent Thomas reporting for the Jungle News.
Hopefully go to college.
I'm going to live under a bridge. That's what I'm feeling.
Hopefully live in a box, a nice cardboard box.
A real classy one.
Yeah.
All of them.
Regime.
You're going to go to every single college?
Every
single college.
I'm going to Bluffton.
I'm probably going to open up a casino when I get out of high school. Indian Heritage.
Probably go to Dayton.
Yeah. You could have just spent your whole day living in a box. Not really much else to do.
Yeah.
Maybe you collect little cans for recycling. Get that income going.
I might be a deep sea diver.
Fame.
In the Atlantic.
Well, if you live under a bridge,
I'm
you
gonna
collect
tolls.
tolls.
Yeah, collect tolls. That's what I'm going to do.
Work. I don't know.
Maybe a Gargonzola farmer. Maybe.
Have a weekly rugby game for the trolls under the bridge.
Open a haberdashery down in Chesapeake Bay. Mostly join the lacrosse team. That's my main goal.
In a box?
In a box.
Where do you guys play?
Nice
turf field.
Yeah, turf field. I want to live in Guantanamo Bay. That or Salt Lake City with the Mormons.
Probably join Bear Grylls on Great Adventures of Safari.
Maybe pair up with Seth. We'll get a houseboat.
We'll build our own cardboard box.
I'll build our own cardboard houseboat. That's our plan.
Yeah.
The West Liberty Salem mock trial team will compete in the state tournament on January 30th in Dayton. The trial will use a case dealing with an issue of prisoners and their Eighth Amendment rights. The mock trial team consists of 9 members from all grades. The mock trial team is coached by Mr. Thomas. 4 teachers will be dearly missed next year as they plan to move on with their teaching careers. Here's Nick Yoder with the story.
West Liberty Salem will be losing 4 teachers following the 2015 school year.
Mrs. Catlin, Mrs. Conrad, Mrs. Biker, and Mrs. Rafferty announced that they will be either retiring or leaving for personal reasons. Mrs. Catlin has been working at West Liberty Salem for 13 years, but a total of 20, and is now retiring. She is optimistic for what the future holds.
You always want newer teachers. You want a balance, though. To end up with an entire building full of 20, 30-something teachers, then you lose that experience on the other end. You need the new ideas as much as you need the experience of those who have been in education a while.
Also retiring this year is Mrs. Conrad. Her many years of being here at WLS is full of great memories, along with many incidents she feels she could write a book about. She looks forward to new adventures after her retirement.
Hoping to spend more time with my grandchildren. I have one in Wisconsin, one in Michigan. I like gardening, sewing.
Here at WLS, Mrs. Sue Biker is the choir teacher, as well as being involved in the musical. Her favorite part of teaching is concert time.
Only at concert time do we all get to come together and sing together. And when the concerts come, we're all just really excited about it. And we love doing them together. And it's just inspiring and motivating. And it's thrilling to me as a teacher.
Mrs. Rafferty shocked everyone by announcing that she will be leaving this year. Mrs. Rafferty feels so fortunate to get a job here at WLS. She will miss all of her students and colleagues very much.
My husband and I have decided to move to Columbus because his work is there. He owns his own business and it's there. And he's been driving and our families are both there and our friends are mostly there. So we've just finally decided to do it.
The interviewing process for the new teachers will begin in the end of February, beginning of March. This has been Nick Yetter reporting for the Jungle News.
We'll miss you. That was my favorite memory right there.
It would probably have something to do with taking my clothes off. I don't know. Say at a sports game, I'd run across the field or the court.
Weirdest thing I would do for $1,500 is get in a fight with a panda bear.
I'll probably kiss my brother. I would. I really would.
Lick someone's shoe.
I'd probably go to Las Vegas and go in a Speedo and jump into a pool at a casino and start dancing or something weird like that.
Kiss Mr. Slaybaugh.
Not a lot I wouldn't do for money.
Probably lick peanut butter off an old man's foot.
I would probably jump in a pool of mayonnaise.
I would put cream on Mrs. Sally's toes and lick off everything in her toenails.
Straight through the school.
I would probably go skinny dipping in a public pool. $1,500, I'd cut off my ponytail.
One of the biggest transportation projects our country has ever seen started on Monday, January 5th in Fresno, California. A train will be built to travel from Los Angeles to San Francisco in less than 3 hours. The train is supposed to travel with speeds over 200 miles per hour. The estimated cost is $68 billion. The goal is to have it running by 2030.
31-year-old George Zimmerman, known for the shooting of Trayvon Martin, was arrested near Orlando January 9th. Officers said Zimmerman threw a wine bottle at his girlfriend and got charged with domestic violence and aggravated assault. He was released the next day from jail on a bond of $5,000. The judge ordered Zimmerman to give up any firearms that he had owned, even though one wasn't used. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Jungle News. This has been Brandon Adams.
And Rachel Ritter. Hey, did you see the interview?
Yep, I thought it sucked.
Really? The movie that North Korea boycotted?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the interview with Maddie and Pepsi.
Super dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
God.
not supposed to.
Redo the whole thing.
Have you ever seen Brian Williams in the nightly news with gum in his mouth?
I did wonder.
No, she deserves like smacked right here.
No, she never
Nice
did.
and hard.
Am I not supposed to have gum?
Start over.
Oh, God.
Redo the whole day.